Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. We got ourselves a Champ 1 replay analysis. This is for Crimson, and this is 2v2. So let's jump into it and see how it goes. So he's trying to make the push into, Champ 2, Champ 3. So this is going to be very crucial on how to do that. Good try in the shot. You could probably stay a little grounded, just a little bit longer, because this is a tricky one, because you probably could jump like this, but the reason why this ball didn't score was because you were just too under the ball, like too much under the ball. So you can even see it. Let me just show the point of impact here. You see, you're still going to hit this ball upwards because it's just the way your car is approaching the ball. Like, you're still more towards the bottom part of the ball. Now, it didn't go completely upwards because you're relatively, like middle on the ball, but, it's just an unfortunate miss. But it was a good try, though. Okay, that's pointless. You don't need to, get all antsy because the ball didn't score. You don't need to flip there. That's too much movement. Good job, actually, getting him away from the play, because a lot of people don't do that. And I think that's a good habit to have. Good control. Bit of a... You don't really need to jump again. Like, after this play, you're fine. You don't need to jump. Like, you don't need to. I would just, again, just stay as grounded as possible, because if you keep jumping like that, you're just going to end up doing something that you don't want to, and you're going to lose possession. So it's better to just kind of stay relaxed, honestly. Good try in the shot. Just have to get back a little soon. Okay, good. You're gonna have to go for your teammate. That's good. Good try. Ooh, okay, that's bad. You definitely don't need to do this, right? You can position so you can help out your teammate. So, for example, I know this wall is in the way, but we're just gonna have to make do of it. So what you did before was fine, right? You can just kind of wait around here, because you know your teammate's gonna have first on the ball, because he's too far away and he's going this way. So this is why it's important to observe what's going on here. So the ball is eventually going to obviously make its way over here. So that's why you want to stay around in this general area here. Not any closer. I would stay around here. So that's... And you'll see why that's the case. So let's go back to the game. Let it play out. So if you waited, right? Or you could wait, or better yet, now that I can see here, is you can literally just rotate around and just demo whoever is, approaching over here, right? So everybody's going to be coming from this direction. So the momentum of the field, right? We got momentum, right? Momentum, right? So the momentum is going this way, right? So if you think about it, where do you want to be? Well, you got to be in a position where you can actually take advantage of it. And so since everybody's rushing back, they're definitely going to panic when your teammate gets close to the play. So that's why you can take advantage and get some demos. And you can even wrap around, stick around the small boost pads, right? And just stick around, right? Jumping after this wouldn't be that good because your teammate is he's still going after it. You don't want to do that. and you don't want to. You definitely don't want to double commit when, you know, in this crucial part of the play. So you jumping is just pointless. You're just wasting your positioning. You could just try to demo, or you can wait. And since you can wait, right? Okay, well, it doesn't go. Well, that's okay. You can just come back anyway. And you can just push the ball towards the net. Or not towards the net, towards the corner. Or if you decided to rotate, which I think would probably be better, because it makes use of your current movement. So you steal the boost, you look around, okay, it doesn't work out, so now you're over here, right? And then you can just turn around and hit this ball right in. I mean, say you kind of miss a chance to to score, and it's all because of positioning, right? And just understanding momentum. You guys almost get scored on because you guys both double commit. You'll see that in twos, it's all about understanding momentum and positioning. It's not so much mechanics. It's really not. You can probably get the Champ 3 with your mechanics as they are now. I'm not even joking. I definitely think you can. Okay, that you need to recover a little better. But other than that, mechanics isn't really huge. I still don't think mechanics is super huge in twos. A lot of the goals are just open nets. Like this. Okay. I know I said mechanics isn't necessary, but there's a little caveat. If your fundamentals are too bad, then yeah, you're gonna have to improve them. I mean, this is pointless, right? Let's be honest. As soon as this happens, there's no way you're scoring this ball with how you're gonna touch it, right? Because you would have to be on the right side of the ball in order to hit it left, and you're literally, you know, look, you're hitting it this way still. You're literally still hitting it this way. Why don't you just air dribble it? Right? You have the space to do it. Right? Why don't we just air dribble? Look. He's not even challenging. Just go for a simple air dribble. So you could catch it and then turn the ball in whatever direction you want. Right? He's not challenging. You look. Look at, I don't even know what his name is. Doja, I guess. I don't freaking know. Like Doja Cat. But, yeah, he's not challenging. So, literally, if you just take your time and just, you know, air dribble it, right? Then you can literally go, you can go up towards the backboard here. You can fake the high and just go low with the ball and go for a low 50 here. Or you can just, like, air dribble it still, like, continue the line towards net and then go for a 50. Right? And just hopefully dunk him into the net. You see, you have so many options, but since you just throw away the ball, now you can't follow it anymore. And look, so you can't even catch up to it anymore. This is pointless. I still see the little, the little thingy is still on the, okay. So, I think I went back a little bit. Not much. Yeah, so just pushing the ball away like this is kind of pointless. You don't want to do that. Good on teammate for cleaning up. Good positioning. Okay, you dodged way too late. I think it's a little awkward here. You don't need to dodge this late. You could have turned. You could have literally just flipped already, but it's all right. It's not the worst landing, but it could be done faster. But I guess it doesn't have to be too. You don't have to worry about it too much. This is interesting. I would have went after this because there's a chance that he can score. Because look, there's no one behind you. So you dilly-dallying like this is going to be a problem. I wouldn't recommend you do this, honestly. Because the only reason why he didn't score was because he sucks. And you don't want to have this bad habit of assuming players are going to fail like this. And that's, I think, why I still have some issues with some of my game sense and positioning, because I still sometimes catch myself positioning like how you do, where I just kind of don't do anything, and I just assume, yeah, he's going to miss the ball, he's not going to hit it, right? And I'm assuming that they're champs, but they're not. They're GC3s. Of course they're going to freaking hit that. So that's why you got to really be on your guard and knowing what's important to go after. You flip too much. You don't need to flip here. Who are you beating, right? You think I think you're trying to beat Bob, but look, If you're just being more observant of the play, and again, the momentum of the field, what does the momentum tell you? The momentum is saying that the ball is getting shot out this way, and Bob just went for a 50 and he collided with your teammate, so he's not going to get this ball, right? The ball is moving towards you, right? Let's illustrate momentum. So the ball is moving towards you. The ball was moving quickly that way. You're actually already meeting it up over here. So if we extend it, right, the ball is going to go over here, and you're going to continue over here. And look, if you're even more observant of, instead of just this, if you see him, all right, look, he's not even facing the play. He's facing this way. So really, you got yourself a free ball, and that's why I'm telling you, you don't need to flip. Don't worry about it, because sometimes when you flip, there's going to be moments where you flip and something happens on the field and you can't change your positioning because you're stuck in animation. So that's what I'm telling you. I know flipping here technically isn't bad because there's nobody contesting, but I'm telling you to stop this because it's not necessary, and you need to break this habit of having to rely on flipping to move. I don't know why it's so comfortable for people to do this. Like, people rely on flipping way too much. Like, driving more than, like 2 seconds, it feels awkward. Like, I bet you $1 million, do this exact play. Like, if this exact play happens in another game you're playing, don't flip, and you're going to feel so awkward. Because you're literally fighting your habits to... Or you're fighting your instinct to flip. And isn't that a little weird? You'd think driving just flat on the ground would be so comfortable, but it's actually not. And that's a problem. That should not be happening. Or try going for an air dribble, right? An air dribble, or challenge the ball in the air without even rotating or aerial, like, you know, air rolling. It shouldn't even be awkward because you're doing minimal movement. But why is it so awkward? Why do I have to keep air rolling every 2 seconds in order to feel comfortable? Like, that shouldn't be the case, but it is, and that's a problem. Like here, you don't need to keep air rolling, but, you know, it's just a part of the game at this point. You don't see you're air rolling, but why are you? See, when you air roll, you're actually end up going to be pushing some of your momentum back this way, but you don't need to. The ball is going this way, so you don't need to air roll. All right, stop overcomplicating your movement. Literally, this is fine. Literally, just keep going this way. Like, you don't need to change your air roll. Once you hit the ball, yeah, you're going to quickly change your air roll so you'll land on the wall cleanly. But you don't need to keep air rolling here. You know, like, I don't really think it's necessary. Okay, again, I think you're just jumping a little too early. Look, Doja Cat is not going to get this ball. He's too slow, and you have more momentum on him. Right? So, you don't need to jump. You jumping? Okay, you already just gave away the possession. You literally already did. There's no way this is going to glue to your car. Look, and it doesn't. Look, he has a nice freebie to just do whatever he wants. Rather, if you just saw that the ball was, gonna be beat on, the opponent, you come down, you boost, you can catch the ball and do whatever you want. And you guess what? You can flick it over his head, or you can low 50 it, or you can let the ball roll towards the net, go around the ball and go for a demo. You have so much opportunity, but you're missing it because you're just giving it away immediately by jumping too early. See, and this is what a lot of champs fall under. They fall into this trap where they gotta boom the ball everywhere, and that's not the case. If you're not being challenged, guys, you don't need to throw away the ball. See? He threw away the ball when he doesn't even need to. Look. Let's look at it from his perspective, right? I'm screwing up the camera here. Let's look at it from his perspective. He doesn't need to boom the ball away because no one's challenging this, right? Chaz is already done with this play. Look, he's not going to hit this ball again, and you're so freaking far away. Why is he booming this? He should be able to control the ball up in the air and air dribble it, and then go for a 50, you know, or over your head. See, now he just gives away possession. It's nice and easy for you to do, to get it. That's what I'm saying, doing less is more. Try to find ways to stay grounded and be as calm as possible. That's a good save. Like, that's fine. He obviously is going to get contested, right? From the guy behind him. Oh, actually, I thought he was behind him for a second. But yeah, I mean, he can't really control this because... Actually, he probably could, because the guy was going for boost anyway. But this is more fine to throw away the ball because there's a lot of people here, and there's a chance that he could get 50'd, so that makes sense. The flipping there is fine. That's whatever. Good trying to dribble. But I wouldn't cut into where the opponent's already at. You're cutting left when there's already two people that's kind of on the left side of the ball. So I know air dribble. Technically doing these ground cuts can actually fake people, but the problem is that there's already people here on... See, here's the line of the ball. The line of the ball, it's not going to be a perfectly straight line, but the ball is, like... See, he's kind of already in the same line as the ball, and there's already a person on this side of the field. So, when you're just going to cut it this way, I mean, you're not really bringing this ball away to anybody. I would still say to keep this ball going this way, and just do a low 50. So... It's just safer, and if you get a good low 50 and your teammate pushes up, you can actually just push the ball back off the 50 and it passes the teammate. So as you can see, it becomes more strategized and more of a team effort. Rather than what you're doing here is kind of like pointless, because you're bringing it to people that are just already there, you know, and... Yeah, and the ball goes on top of your car at the worst moment where he can challenge, and the ball goes right behind you. And of course, your teammate is pushing a little too close, right? I would say he's really close. This would only work if the ball is going to pinch to the right, but it's not, because you're covering the ball in a way where it won't pinch this way. You're on the right side of the ball, so it's more likely to go straight back or this way. So he needs to be more back, and then he could just hit the ball forward, and he's flipping, so he wouldn't be able to react in time to that hit, that quick shot. I mean, your teammate would have scored here. All right, what happened here? I know this isn't you, but look. Was this ball gonna go in? No, this ball was not gonna go in. Why did he hit this ball? Look at that. This is what champs do. They boom the ball away when a little inconvenient thing happens. Like, what was that? Your teammate literally threw. I think you don't flip quick enough after you jump. That's what I notice. Yeah, you don't... I don't know. I think you could be a little faster, but that's whatever. It's fine. Honestly, if you're not comfortable with it yet and you're still learning it to be comfortable, then that's fine. I'm not really gonna keep telling you to do it quicker, but whatever. Okay, good on you to not get sucked up into the corner here. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm not sure if you anticipated that. I think you tried to just get the ball around him, but it's a good play. That's unfortunate. Teammate throws away the ball when he doesn't have to. I was thinking you were a little too far away, but I mean, in this play, it actually works out really well because this guy gets a really insane pinch. So, because what I'm saying is you're too far away is because why are you going back? You know, why are you turning around? You're turning around as if the ball is already going to be boomed towards your side of the field, right? And you know your teammate is going to go with this guy, right? You know he's going to make a play soon. So instead of going all the way back, you can just stick around here, right? Okay, and then turn around. It's not a big deal. You'd be doing the exact same thing. And you can even meet the ball up over here, honestly, and go up the wall. So there is another situation where you'd be closer, but you'd be closer and it wouldn't be so dangerous. But I think you're too far. Like, you could be closer and cover the same thing. Nice pinch. Good try. You don't really have to because, again, nobody's challenging this ball. You can use your camera to flick real quick to see what he's doing, and look, he's too far away. So you don't even need to pinch it, but it's fine. I guess you can, but I mean, this is Champ 1, so I wouldn't recommend it because nothing you do is consistent. Let's be honest here. Champ players are not consistent at all, and I can say even some Grand Champs are not consistent. So I wouldn't do something super crazy. Alright, I do like that you're grounded, though, not just immediately jumping after this. I think someone in Grand Champ could probably control this ball if they're quick enough. Like, I would probably go up after this, right, and get a light touch, land with the ball on the wall, and then continue the play. But that's kind of advanced for a Champ 1 player, so I'm not really that concerned that you didn't go after it, because you probably just didn't notice that you probably can. Although this shot is pretty bad. This is one of those things where you have to really fight your urges to not try to score immediately, because let's be honest, he's going to be in front of you. Dude, you have to truly know that, let's be honest, he's going to 50 with you. Why would he not 50 with you? He'd have to completely miss like a bronze player in order to not hit the ball with you, right? You could just hit the ball around him, right? Because you could hit the ball around him, and if you get demoed, so what? But if you don't get demoed, well, you can still follow the ball up the wall and maybe get a demo on the guy as the ball falls towards his net, and your teammate can clean it up again. So, look, because when you take the shot on a net that's already blocked, then look what happens. Look, you have to get the ball around him, and it's not likely with this play that you're doing. You have to know that he's going to 50 with you, and you have to know that he's going to be back in time. So if you knew this, you wouldn't be so inclined to hit the ball towards him. You'd be trying to hit the ball around. If you want to be even more slow and more calculated, don't even go after this at all. Wait a second here, and then meet up with the ball a little later, you know, or rotate behind your teammate. So you'd be over here, actually. Right, you'd still be over here, and then whatever happens, happens. But yeah, I think your first play, I think, would be better. Just don't hit it towards the opponents because they already have the net covered. Okay, see, here's the thing. When you go for a cut around the one guy, perfect, but don't keep the ball on top of your car. Why? Because second man will always challenge you immediately. They will not wait. Why? Because they're going to panic. And it's best to try to get you when you're not having full control of this ball, which this case is right now, right? You didn't have control over this ball, right? Why didn't you have control over this ball? Because look, you just got to the ball, and the ball pops up a little bit, and it's kind of like, it's not more towards the front of your car where you can just like flick it in. If you flicked right now, it'd go to the left because it's on the left side of your car. So you didn't really have full control over this ball. And look, and it's right over your head again, right? Why don't you just let the ball drop? So like this. Hit it once. Actually, no. Let the ball drop right after you get the beat. Right here. Let the ball drop. Don't hit this ball again. Let the ball drop to the ground and then get a low 50. Then the ball wouldn't be so beat like this. You're putting your team in a bad spot. I honestly don't even know why you didn't get scored on here. This should have been scored on. But again, these guys are trash and they can't score. See, this guy sucks. Look at this camera angle. Holy crap. He missed that. That would have been a really good pass. 100%. He's not even... Your teammate's not even concerned about the passing option for some reason. Bro, you should have gotten scored on here, but whatever. They're bad. So, yeah, don't be so comfortable with trying to get the ball on top of your car when they're going to challenge you. Just keep the ball low. And when you do that, especially in Champ, where everybody goes for the ball, you're just going to be beating players because they're not expecting you to drop the ball and go for a controlled play. Everybody wants to boom the ball in Champ. So if you just keep the ball close, which means that you're more likely to beat players because you can do more with the ball. In order to do something with the ball, you have to be next to it. You have to be touching it, right? So that's what I'm saying. Stay grounded more. If you want to go for aerial plays, try to stick to just, plays that you know that you're more comfortable with. Try to find ways in the air to be closer to the ball, because Champ is definitely the rank where people start getting really good. And yes, I know that there's Smurfs and there's bad GC players who get demoted back down to Champ. And I know it's impossible because, I do see some of the Champ gameplay and it does look pretty rough. It does look intense. So that's why, rather than trying to beat the opponents at their own game, why don't you just stick to more of the fundamentals and making sure that you're doing the right positioning and the right game sense and, the right decisions. So I think for you, just focus on finding ways to stay close to the ball and using those low 50s a lot, because there's twice in this game where you try to do a cut, and if you do get a cut, the ball's on top of your car and you get dusted completely and now your teammate's in a 2v1. Or the cut doesn't work at all and the ball still goes over your head because the ball was on top of your car to begin with. So just keep the ball low in front of you when you dribble instead. Only keep the ball on top of your car when you have space to begin with. But when you know that someone's going to challenge you, just keep the ball low in front of you. And then, use what I like to say for players. Let's get it where you're flat on the ground. So what I like to say is you need to use the bigger side of your car. So rather than 50ing all the time with your nose, which is about this length, try to use this part of your car, right? Or the top of your car. You see how it's more space? So I recommend when you go for low 50s, right before impact, you turn your car, right? You turn your car this way so that now this line is now facing this way, and the ball is going to be obviously over here, and the opponent's going to be using his smaller, hitbox, and that's how you typically stay close to the play. That's what I like doing a lot, and I think some of you guys might notice in my gameplay that I do tend to do that. I'm not perfect. I don't do it every time because sometimes it is hard to remember to do it in certain situations, and also the play is just really quick. So sometimes it's just better to just try to beat the player by using the nose of your car, because the only caveat when you turn and use the side of your car is that you're not impacting the ball as quickly as you could, because obviously this part of your car reaches farther than the side. Like if you turned like this, you're still not impacting the ball. But if you just pointed straight, you would have hit the ball sooner. So, but I mean, even if you don't hit the ball first, it might be better, because I think sometimes whoever, I think it's usually whoever hits the ball first wins it, because the guy hits the ball towards the opponent. Now this is for a 50, so the person hits the ball first, hits the defender, and then it goes back to the person hit the ball first, and then it shoots out. So I don't know, but I would just recommend with you is just controlling the ball a little bit more. Don't jump too early. Really just try to understand the momentum of the game and what's important, on how to position with that. So that is it for this replay. Hopefully this does help you get into Champ 2. I think you definitely can do it. Champ 2 isn't really that much different than Champ 1, honestly. At this point, when you're in Champ, it's all about consistency. Like, yeah, sure, your mechanics do need to improve, but everybody's mechanics improve over time regardless. What doesn't really improve as quick is the game sense side of things and your strategy. So, because that comes with, bad habits, and that's why things don't change. Because you could be playing better mechanically, but if you're still not winning your matches, then it's clear it's clear as day what the issue is. It's your game sense. You're not understanding something in the game. So, all right, that is it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see everybody in the next one. Peace.